Hi, this is Arun from Random Codes. In this video, let's take a look at the playlist resource on YouTube Data API. Here is the documentation that we have for playlists. So it says that the playlist resource represents a YouTube playlist. A playlist is a collection of videos that can be viewed sequentially and shared with other users. So it is like a bunch of videos that are being grouped together as a playlist. As we all know that on YouTube we can create playlists and add videos to it. So on this particular resource there are some of the methods that are allowed. One is list, insert, update and delete. So in this video we'll be looking at how we can create a request for list and execute it. And the list will return a collection of playlists that match the API request parameters. So along with the request URL, if you can provide some kind of parameters, so based on the parameter values, this particular resource will return the response. So if we scroll down, here is the representation, the resource representation of in the form of JSON. And if we scroll further, for each and every property that is being included in the resource JSON, this is a property and its definition. Let's try to open this list request documentation and see how we can form a request. So let me open this. So the list request will return a collection of playlists that match the API request parameters, as we already mentioned. For example, you can retrieve all playlists that the authenticated user owns, or you can retrieve one or more playlists by their unique IDs. And when it comes to quota cost, it's 1 unit for each request. And here are some of the common use cases. One of them is listing down all the playlists from a particular channel by providing the channel ID along with the request. And here is the request URL for playlist, and here are the parameters that are allowed for this particular request. So for part, so these are some of the valid values, the content details, snippet and so on, and some of the filters here. So channel ID is one of the filter. ID will be like a playlist ID and so on. And here we have some of the optional parameters, and max results is one of them. And we don't have a request body, as this is a list service. And when it comes to response, this is how the response will look like. And here is the definition of each property that's there on the response object. And here is the list of error messages that this request can return in case of any errors. And on the right hand section we have an option to execute this request, so where we have to provide the valid values and then execute it. So let me provide some valid values here. So snippet, then I'll provide channel ID so that I can retrieve all the playlists that are available on this particular channel. So this is the channel ID, and then if we scroll down further, so I'll leave all the other fields as is and then click on execute. So once we click on execute, we have to give access for Google APIs Explorer. So I'll choose my email ID and then allow. So once we do that, it will execute the request and return the response here. So it has returned the playlist here, one, and the second playlist that is available on our channel. Now let's try to execute the same request using Postman. So this is the Postman request that we built. So we used the URL for playlist. The method is get. We have provided our API key, and then we have also provided this part value and then the channel ID. So I have provided the channel ID as well. and then click on execute. So once we execute it, so the response will contain all the playlists that are available on our channel. This request has returned two records. So for two playlists that we have on our channel right now. So this is the first playlist details and this is the second playlist details. So let me open our channel on YouTube. So here are the two playlist items that we have on our channel on YouTube. So in case if you want to identify a particular playlist item, then we can remove this channel ID and then add ID. So once we do that, so it will return only one object, that too related to the playlist. So this is how we can execute requests to retrieve playlists based on a channel ID or based on a playlist ID itself. That's all for now. I hope this video is useful. Let us know your feedback and suggestions in the comment section. If you like the content, feel free to like, share and subscribe to our channel. I'll see you on another video with a different topic. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.